Hello, this is a video of my Minicopter Joker 3DD direct drive tail setup. So just a quick overview. We've got a three-phase brushless motor that has a shaft that goes through the motor, and the motor shaft has enough shaft length here to mount the articulating tail rotor that's normally used on an RC helicopter. So you can change the pitch. The RPM is maintained about roughly, I believe 10,000 or so-ish RPM. That's maintained via governor. It's a castle creation speed control. And we'll get more on that a little bit later. But to answer your first question, you wondered what's the length? So there you go, roughly there, about 3.3 inches long. So it's a standard tail shaft from Minicopter that I just ground 3 flats, one for a set screw that's part of the end bell, one for that shaft collar, and one for this hub set screw here. It's nothing fancy, nothing difficult to do. The motor, don't know which Cora, this is a Contronic Cora motor that I had laying around that was damaged, so I rewound it for 6S for this helicopter. But there's the length of the motor, so it's 1.5-ish inches in length. And the diameter is, let's take a look, I believe it's 1.6 inches in diameter. There you go, 1.6 inches in diameter. And some specifics on the motor. Again, I custom wound this. It's 9-turn, 24 gauge magnet wire, high temp, DLRK configuration of the wind. You can see the phase wires, 3 phase wires here, and then of course I've got the wires running up to the speed control, the castle creation speed control. Set to governor mode again. The target RPM is the target governed RPM is roughly 10,000 RPM. And you know, obviously this is not Minicopter stuff here. This is, I believe, this is an aligned tail rotor here. See, everything is plastic. There's a reason for that. For some reason, this seems to behave a lot better whenever the tail rotor is plastic and tail blades are plastic. I don't get any weird vibrations or resonances or anything like that. Also, the governor seems to be able to regulate the RPM better, especially under load conditions and whenever everything is nice and light. So that's why I did what I did. Unfortunately, I can't have the pretty Minicopter stuff on there. So here's the hub, nothing fancy. We basically have a little cap here that slides onto the tail boom, secured by a single screw that goes through the boom. From there, the motor just bolts on. There's a missing screw, but there's no reason that it's missing. It is. From there, you've got a plastic standoff for the tail pitch control arm down there. And here we'll rotate this to the side so you see it at a different angle. Nothing fancy here, just standard issue tail pitch control arm. So the Minicopter parts are this, you know, pretty much this entire mount setup here. The only thing that isn't Minicopter is this tail rotor and tail pitch slider. But it did interface well with this setup, so it kind of dropped right in, and it's good and lightweight. Motor runs on 6S, 1300 milliamp hour. And that gives me about 4 minutes of flight time of consistent good power at, you know, maintaining about like I said, 10,000-ish RPM on the tail. 4 minutes. That battery is also used to power my flight electronics, which this helicopter is flybarless and it's a 90, so it uses a little bit of power. Anyways, hopefully that answered your question on the setup. If you need any more information, let me know. All right, take it easy.